Alright, so we have the neck off of the Washburn here. I have an old credit card. Don't worry, everything's blacked out on it and it's no longer in use. But this is a nice metal one, so it's really straight. So use this as a rocker. We're going to go through it. Check these frets. I know there's high ones already. Hear that? So we're only high right here on this side. Now what I like to do is take my fret hammer. I like to try to knock that down first. Before I do any sanding. Just knock that down. Okay, so it's still rocking, so we're going to have to sand that one. Keep looking. Let's see. A little bit on this one. See, that fixed that one. It means that one was just raised up a little bit. So that one's good now. Keep going. So I'm gonna keep going down through the neck and checking them. This one's high. I'm gonna try to tap it down. I'm gonna work my way all the way, and then I'll pick up from there. All right, I've checked the whole fretboard here. We have several high ones, at least 4 or 5 that's going to need to be sanded. This one right here is this would technically be the 5th fret. I tapped it down and it's still, hear that? Pretty severe. Instead of doing a full fret leveling and crowning and all of that, I'm going to just what I like to call spot leveling. I'm just going to do certain frets with some sandpaper, polish them all up, and see if we can go from there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with some 600 grit sandpaper. Then I'm going to move up to 12 and 2000 and then polish it off with 3000 and some polishing compound, which will do all the frets with that. Yeah, I just like to start with like 600 or so. I like to do this before I even start cleaning the guitar because it's going to get kind of grimy and stuff. It's kind of in the middle there. It's going to kind of go little by little. Then check it. This is going to need quite a bit, but it's already rocking a little bit less. Keep going at it with the 6. Just a very little bit of rocking left. So what I'm actually going to do is go ahead and switch to the 1200. And I should have started with it. I didn't really touch the fretboard there, but got one of these fret guards we'll put on there to finish it up with. Said I've got some 1200 here. Check it. A little bit more. A little bit more. It's meticulous. You don't want to go too low because you're going to have to end up doing all the frets then. Let's go a little bit at a time and keep checking. Still just a very little bit. But I'm going to keep working on that. Keep getting turned here. And I'll be back. Okay, I've got that one leveled, and I'm going to hit with the crowning file. Get the crown back to good on it. So once again, you don't want to overboard on there. Just do a little bit. Check. It's looking pretty good there. Just hit it a few times until you get that crown back on. Okay, once I use the crowning file to get the crown back where I want it, then I also like to take this, which is a 3000 grit sanding pad. I cut it off of here, and I just like to hit it, cover the fret up with the fret protector, and just smooth it out. Gets any of the kind of burrs off of it if it has any, and then later we're going to do the full polish anyways, but I like to do that as well, just on the ones that I've hit with the crowning file and stuff. But if you'll look here, this is the one we've done. Isn't that there? See how the other ones are showing wear? And you get to that one, looks nice and shiny and crowned. Probably hit all of them a little bit with some paper just to knock those divots out. Hit them with crowning, do some polish work. Alright, after probably about 45 minutes of work, I got all the ones level that needed to be level. A couple of the ones up here I re-crowned because they had them divots in it. A lot of the ones up here didn't need re-crowned, but I polished them all up. And here's what we have. Look at that. All nice and smooth. Now we're going to clean up the headstock and stuff. I've got some 65 cleaner and polish. I'll spray it down pretty good. Go with my trusty pink toothbrush. In there in between. Get all the grime. There's years of grime on this. This thing probably never been wiped off a day in its life. We'll get it looking good. Just going to leave the tuners on there. There's no really point in taking them off. We'll just clean them up with this. I'm also going to go through these and make sure all these tuning pegs are secure, nice and secure. These are on there good. Oh yeah, then we're going to turn it around, check these screws in the back, make sure they're all in there good. Yep, and then check the ones on the end. I have to hold it with one hand. Well, that one's real loose, see that? Alright. A lot of people don't think to check these. They actually go loose a lot. I've had quite a few of them go loose on other guitars. This one seems a little loose still. So let me see, make sure this is on there good. There you go. Alright. Check this one, feels a little loose still. There we go. They felt like they were tight, but they really weren't. Okay, so we're pretty much done with the neck, headstock, and tuners and all that for now. Frets, fretboard, and everything. I could clean that nut a little bit more. Look at that grime right there. I'll clean that up real quick. So I've set the neck aside for now. I think we're done for now until we go to reassemble. I got the body up here. I've also noticed is that's a three-way switch. I really don't like using an HSH with a three-way switch. So I think I might just leave it as an HH and put a dummy pickup in the middle spot just for looks. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to start cleaning it up. Like these saddles. I might actually take those off and replace them if I can find a set. Because they're pretty seized up. You can see in here. It's rusted together pretty good right there. So we'll see. I'm going to start cleaning on it. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm taking off each saddle and I'm cleaning them up with this. It's a Gibson branded metal cleaner. I've had this bottle for years. It works really well. And I'm just going in with the toothbrush again. You see how bad. Look at this. Look at that. Grimy. I've already taken one off and cleaned it up. Here's what we have. Pretty good. So I'm going to keep them separated to where I know each one goes for the height purposes. Getting that radius. I mean, I can adjust them, but I'm just going to leave them for now until I do the setup. Alright, I reassembled it. Got a little ahead of myself and forgot to record some stuff. But I pretty much just cleaned it up. Installed a dummy pickup that actually had another guitar years ago. It's not wired up or anything. Re-put the saddles on there. Like I said, just cleaned it up. Put the neck back on there. I did put a neck shim in the neck. It looked like it needed one. And now we're just going to do a regular setup on this thing and see how it plays.